The previous class we discussed all the reactions of aldehyde ketone except for these. Aldol is considered to be one of the most important reaction of this organic chemistry. One of the most important. Every year questions are asked whether it is your JEE main or NEET or whether it is your board exam. Generally, aldol reaction is always there. Aldol and one more reaction is important is there, that is Cannizzaro. They keep asking question from that. Now let's understand what aldol reaction is. First of all, what thing we require? We just write condition. Okay, for aldol reaction, what conditions we require? Number one, first condition is we should have we should have alpha hydrogen. Why alpha hydrogen? Because alpha hydrogen is supposed to be acidic hydrogen. We need a acidic hydrogen. Second, we need dilute base. Dilute base, if you have concentrated, it's not like a reaction will not happen. Reaction will happen, but yield will be less. Reaction will happen, but yield will be less. Okay. Again, what I said, you should have alpha hydrogen. You should have a dilute base. Okay. These two things, if you have, so we will say that aldol reaction will definitely happen. Aldol reaction will definitely happen. Now let's understand the mechanism, ki how it is going to happen. See, generally two molecules are required of any aldehyde or ketone. Okay, two molecules are required. Let's take example of CH3CHO, and we treat it with dilute base. Let's say dilute OH minus. You could use any base, like you can use NaOH, KOH, BOH whole twice, whatever you want. But that should be diluted. At first, you get this. At first, you get this. Oh, wait a second. This. And upon heating, of course, in presence of OH minus only, it converts into, it loses water like this. And you get something like this. Product is, if we say with respect to this C double bond O, this position will be alpha and this position will be beta. So product is alpha beta unsaturation. Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl. This is our product. Okay. From here to here, reaction is called aldol addition. Aldol addition. And from here to here, reaction is called aldol condensation. Aldol condensation. Please note this. Let me show you the mechanism, ki how it happens. Please complete this fast. All right. Written? Good. Let's see the mechanism, ki how it happens. It is very important reaction, let me tell you. mechanism, ki how it really happens. See, with respect to carbonyl group, C double bond O group, this carbon is alpha carbon. So this hydrogen will be alpha hydrogen, isn't it? Now you are using base. You are using base. Now what base will do? Base will pull acidic hydrogen. Why it will pull acidic hydrogen? Let's see. If I pull this acidic hydrogen, so here minus will come. And tell me, is this minus stable or unstable? Think about this. Is this minus stable or unstable? This minus is resonance stabilized. This minus is resonance stabilized. So we get something like this. This one what we called enolate. We call it enolate ion. Why enolate? See, this is en. I hope you remember from tautomerism this. We call it enol, isn't it? Enol. You have removed H from uh, enol, so that's why we call it enolate ion. Okay, so this is your first step. Okay, please note this. Now we have taken dilute base. We have taken dilute base. Now what dilute base means? Here we am writing, since we took dilute base, therefore many CH3CHO will be intact. Many CH3CHO will be intact means nothing would have happened to them. They would have not converted into enolate. Why they have not converted to enolate? Because you haven't taken that much amount of base. Okay. So I hope you understand here that this CH3CHO holds delta plus on it. And this enolate holds minus on carbon. So this minus will now attack here. And this pi bond will break. What you are going to get? CH3, C, O minus, H, CH2, C, double bond O, H. Okay. I hope it is clear. Now, I hope you understand that this is O minus. Don't write this. This is O minus. And here you have R. Here you have R. So it is nothing but it is RO minus, isn't it? It is RO minus. Now, since I say it is RO minus, so RO minus is a strong base. RO minus is a strong base that I have already taught you in GOC. It is a strong base. Now, what this will do, this will pull the H from water. Now, you must be thinking from where water is coming. You have taken diluted base. The diluted base must contain some water as well. So eventually you are going to get this CS3, COH, H, CH2, C double bond OH. See, we call this product aldol. We call this product aldol. Aldol means aldehyde plus alcohol. This is your aldehyde and this is your alcohol. That is why we call it aldol. Okay. Now, have I taught you even CV mechanism or not? Yes, I have. Now you have OH minus and we start heating it. And we start heating it. So once we start heating it and we have OH minus as a base, so I hope you understand. I don't know whether you remember this or not. This H, it is acidic. And this OH is poor leaving group. So for E1CB mechanism, this is the condition. This is the condition for E1CB. You should have acidic hydrogen. You should have acidic hydrogen. And on the beta position, you should have a poor leaving group. With respect to this CHO, which is EWG, you have OH on beta position. So upon heating, this water is lost. E1CP mechanism is there. I don't need to write this again. So I'll get CH3, CH, double bond, CH, single bond, CHO. Up to here, reaction is called condensation. All right. Please note this down. Write this very fast. This is the mechanism. And it is very important reaction. Not just important, very important. Written? So your product is resonance stabilized. If you can visualize, this product is resonance stabilized. Double bond, single bond, double bond, like that. Complete it fast, please. All right. Clear? Good. Now, let's see forward. How do we make direct product? To make direct condensation product, we can make condensation product directly. What we have to do here, we have to place one of the carbonyl like this. Two molecules are used. We have to place it like this, just like you are holding a gun. Can you visualize gun? Gun is like this, isn't it? So you are just like holding a gun. You are holding a gun towards someone. And who is that someone? That someone is alpha hydrogen. To whom you are targeting? This is your alpha hydrogens. And now you will fire. So now you will fire. So when you fire the gun, of course, whether the second person die or don't die, but definitely he will start sweating in fear. So see, this is sweat which is coming out. This is your sweat came out. And what will be the product? Product will be this. This is how we make the product direct in one step. Clear? Again, this is your gun holding on what? Alpha hydrogen. Okay. If you talk about mechanism, so this molecule will form enolates. It forms enolate. And this molecule is under attack from enolate. So this gun holding is nothing but it is just a defense mechanism. That formed enolate and that enolate attacked on you. So what you did, you in defense, you are holding gun and you will cause him sweating like this. Clear? Are you getting this? Can we make the product on our own? Yes, I think we should. Let's try to make one product. Let's try to make this product. They will ask you here product. They will ask you product here. Now, Let's match the condition. Do we have alpha hydrogen? Yes, we have. Have we used base? Yes, we have base. So that means if these two conditions are satisfied, so we will say that it is aldol condensation. Okay. Now, once we have determined aldol condensation, how do we make product? We know that two molecules are used like this. One is holding gun on whom? Alpha hydrogen, like this. Remember, gun must be held against alpha hydrogen. No sweating. So you get something like this. All right. Clear? Can you make the product on your own now? Fine. Let me give you one more question. Let's see. Can you make it? Oh, wait. Let's say we are going for this reaction. So try to make the product. Try to make the product. Try to make the product here. See, these are alpha hydrogen here. Let's try to make the product. I don't know whether you made it or not. This is your final product. This is how we make it. All right. Good. If you made this, that means your product is correct. Now, can you tell me how many products will be formed here? Number of products. Can you think about this? How many products can be formed? How many products will be formed? You will have to reply this time.
So two, sir.
How?
So
Say.
non-active.
How many see, do we have alpha hydrogen here in this one? Yes. Do we have alpha hydrogen here? Yes. And we have used base. That means it is aldol. Now, how will we make the product of aldol? Let's see this one. It is possible that the first one will hold gun on itself only, isn't it? First molecule will hold the gun on itself only. So water will be lost and you'll get this. Something like this. Okay. Or one more thing is possible. That's this second person Second person will hold the gun on itself. And again, you will lose water. You are going to get this, isn't it? That we have already made. Now, is it possible that this person can hold gun on this one, or this person can hold gun on this one? Yes, they all are in the same system, na? So one or two more possibilities are there. What are those? Those possibilities are like this. Okay, this person holding gun on this one. All right. So this water will be released. So what we will get? We'll get something like this. Or maybe this aldehyde will be holding the gun on this ketone. Okay. So total products possible are 4. Total possible products are 4. Please make this. And now try to understand. This first two reaction. In first two reaction, what is happening? One type of molecule is attacking on itself, just like suicide. So we call it self-aldol. Okay. This is also self-aldol. Means you are reacting with your kind of molecule only. You are holding gun on yourself only. So we will call it suicide case. Now let's say this one. Here you are holding gun on someone else, just like murder, isn't it? So we call it cross aldol. We call it cross aldol. See bottom one also very same. This person holding on this person, just like he wants to take revenge of his brother's murder. So it's revenge. So again cross aldol. Again cross aldol. Please note this. Total 4 products are formed. All right. Any doubt?
No, sir.
Which one is more reactive? Ketone is more reactive or aldehyde is more reactive? We have discussed it in the previous turn. Now, which one is more reactive, aldehyde or ketone?
Aldehyde, sir.
Aldehyde. So more reactive compound undergoes nucleophilic attack and less reactive compound forms enolate. Okay. See, when I made like this, so I told you na, this is under attack from enolate and this is forming enolate. So which forms enolate in cross aldol, which is less reactive, and who undergoes more attack? Who undergoes more attack? Which is more reactive. So tell me, there are 4 products I have made. Oh, sorry. Let's say this is product number 3 and this is product number 4. Can you tell me? Can you tell me? Out of 3 and 4, which one will be major? By looking at this bottom definition, in cross aldol, more reactive compound undergoes nucleophilic attack and less reactive compounds from enolate in major. So can you tell me where, in which case it is happening, third or fourth? In which case it is happening? Less reactive is forming enolate and more reactive is forming, more reactive is under attack. Can you tell me in which case it is happening? Remember, whoever loses alpha hydrogen, Whoever loses alpha hydrogen forms enolate. So who is forming enolate? In which case, less reactive is forming enolate. Third or fourth?
Fourth.
Fourth one. So if somebody asks you major product, so say this one is major. All right. Please note this. Very important reaction it is. Very, very important. Just make the cross aldol product. Just make the cross aldol product. Can you make it? Can you make the cross aldol product?
Yes, sir. Every product or only major, sir.
They say, tell me, here do you have alpha hydrogen? Yes. But do you have alpha hydrogen here?
No, sir.
No. So it can't form enolate. It can't form enolate. Means you can't put it like ki its alpha hydrogen are under attack. You can't do that. So only one cross aldol product will be formed. Only one cross aldol product will be found. I hope you have made it. So PHCHO will hold gun on the alpha hydrogen of acetaldehyde like this. And product will be somewhat like this. All right. Did you make like this? Did you make it or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now,
Sir, but the second one can form enolate, no, sir.
second, yes, that's why its alpha hydrogen are under attack. See, that's why this one is holding gun and this one, whichever can form enolate, is exposed like this.
Second one can form on itself, no, sir.
Yes, but that will be called self aldol.
Yes, sir.
I'm not making self aldol. I'm just making cross aldol. Here total product will be two. Here total product will be two. One self aldol, one cross aldol. I just ask you cross aldol product. I did not ask you self aldol. Okay. Now here we will
Yes,
mark. Here we will mark a star. Right. In above reaction, one carbonyl contains alpha hydrogen and other doesn't. Full stop. Such cross aldol reactions are called Claisen Schmidt reaction. Okay. So the reaction in which one one uh, compound has alpha hydrogen and one doesn't, and when we perform this reaction, what do we say? This cross aldol reaction. This cross aldol reaction is called Claisen Schmidt reaction. Please note this. It is a named reaction. Okay. Let's move forward. Now next heading that, oh, next reaction that will write like this. Okay. Now, first of all, do we have alpha hydrogen? Please count. Do we have alpha hydrogen? Do we have alpha hydrogen? Please check.
Yes, sir.
How many type? How many type? Huh?
Two, sir.
Two. Yes, correct. We have two type of alpha hydrogen. See, we have alpha hydrogen here. We have alpha hydrogen here. We have alpha hydrogen here, and we have alpha hydrogen here. H1, H2, H3, H4. Now, out of H1, H2, H3, H4, H1 and H4 are of same type, and H2 and H3 are of same type. So let's do not write them. Do not write them. Okay. Now think about this. I can remove both the H from my OH minus, isn't it? I can remove both the H from my OH minus. Now what is the first step of aldol? H plus is removed. Remember? H plus is removed. What is second step? When H plus is removed, we get anion. What that anion does? What that anion does? What that anion does? Can you tell me? See, if you are no, if you don't remember, you can just go back and check. Once the anion was formed, what this anion did? See what this anion did. It attacked on the C double bond O, isn't it? It attacked on C double bond O. Can you see? So very similar thing will happen here. Very similar thing will happen here. How? Let's see. There are two options. Either I can generate anion here, or I can generate anion here. Now, once this anion is generated, let's say I generated on 1. Let me write the carbons number on the carbons. So when suppose I generated anion on 1, where this minus will attack? Will this minus attack on 2 or will this minus attack on 5? Think about this. It will attack on 5. Are you getting this? Because once this minus is created, it will like to attack on C double bond O. And we have one C double bond O. And we have one C double bond O where? Inside molecule only. Isn't it? So this one would like to attack on 5. Very same thing would like to happen by 3 also. This 3 would also attack on 5. Tell me which attack will be better, 1 attacking on 5 or 3 attacking on 5? Think about this. 1 attacking on 5 will be better or 3 attacking 5 will be better? One attacking 5 will be better or 3 attacking 5 will be better? Think about this. Do you understand that if 1 will attack on 5, you will get a ring? If 1 will attack on 5, you will get a ring. And when 3 will attack on 5, then also you will get a ring. Attack means bond. Bond will be formed. 1 will form bond with 5, 3 will form bond with 5. So which ring will be more stable? 5-member ring or 3-member ring? Which ring will be more stable? 5-member ring or 3-member ring?
5-member.
So this attack will not take place. Instead, this attack will happen. So how reaction will happen? Let's see. OH minus will pull this H, and here minus will come. This minus is going to attack on 5. So a ring will be formed like this. Let me show you. A 5-member ring will be formed. Let me write the numbers on those atoms. 1 will be connected to 2, 2 will be connected to 3, 3 will be connected to 4, 4 will be connected to 5, and 5 is eventually connected to 6. All right. Now understand one more thing. And on 2 you have C double bond O. On 2 you have C double bond O. On 5 you will have O minus as well. On 5 you will have O minus as well. Up to here any doubt? Up to here any doubt?
No, sir.
Now next step is we heat the molecule. Upon heating, I hope you remember what is our final product. What is our final product? Final product is, what is this? Alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl. So do one thing, just make this 5 membering one more time. Retain your C double bond O like this and just place a double bond here. Just place a double bond here so that you can have double bond, single bond, double bond, resonance stabilization. Are you getting this? So that you can have resonance stabilization. Please make this product. This reaction is called intramolecular aldol reaction. Intramolecular aldol. But for that purpose, you need to have two C double bond O in your molecule. Can you get me the product of this reaction? Product. Make it fast, beta. We don't have that much time. Yes, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. See, again, you have two type of alpha hydrogen only. Two type. One, can you tell me where you will generate minus and where will you show the attack? Where will you generate minus and where will you show the attack?
Minus will be generated one, sir.
On 1. Minus will be generated on 1. And this minus will attack on what? 6, isn't it? This minus will attack on 6. I hope it is clear. So you'll get a 6 membering like this. Let me write the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Where will we C double bond O? C double bond O will be on 2. 6 is also connected to 7. If you directly want to make the product, do one thing. Just do one thing. Place a double bond between 1 and 6 so that you can have double bond, single bond, double bond. Can you see that? Double bond, single bond, double bond. I hope it is clear. Yes, please. Clear? This is also intramolecular aldol. So this is all about your aldol reaction. This is all about your aldol reaction. This is all about your aldol reaction. Now let's move to the next reaction, which is called Cannizzaro reaction. Very, very also important. Cannizzaro reaction. Okay. What is Cannizzaro reaction? Let's see. In Cannizzaro reaction, you requirement. No alpha hydrogen. You don't need alpha hydrogen here. We take concentrated base. We take concentrated base. We take concentrated base. Star. It is disproportionation reaction. It is disproportionation reaction in which one C double bond O is oxidized to C double O minus. Why I'm writing C double O minus? Because basic medium is there. That is why C double O minus. And one C double bond O get reduced to CHOH. Okay. This is the result of this reaction. For example, let's say we have this and we treat it with concentrated NaOH. We treat it with concentrated NaOH. Now, once we treat it with concentrated NaOH, so let's see, do we have alpha hydrogen? No, we don't have alpha hydrogen. All right. Again, two molecules will be required because we need two C double bond, na? In order, one will be oxidized and one will be reduced. So when I will oxidize this HCHO, so HCHO will convert into C double bond OO minus like this. If you want, you can place Na here. And one got oxidized, by the way. This is oxidation. And another one will get reduced. And when another will get reduced, you will get something like this, alcohol. So one carbon alcohol is always CH3OH. You will get this. Please note this. This is your Cannizzaro reaction. Mechanism is not written in NCERT, but still I will, if you want, I can say the mechanism, no problem. Please complete it fast.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, you make the product of this reaction also. Let me see, can you make it? Whether they write concentrated or not, you just match the condition and make the product. Do we have alpha hydrogen here?
No,
No.
sir.
Yes, tell me what will happen.
One will be oxidized.
Yes. So we will get pH CH2OH. This is oxidation or reduction?
Reduction, sir.
This is reduction. And one will be
Oxidized.
into what?
Acids.
Like this. Okay. Please note this. Now here, let me tell you how reaction starts. OH minus attacks first. This is the mechanism. On C double bond O. Okay. On one C double bond O. And what happens to this C double bond O? This C double bond O turns to C double bond O minus. All right. This C double bond O turns to C double O minus. Wherever this OH minus attacks, that turns to C double O minus. And other C double bond O gets reduced. RDS is, this question can be asked, hydride transfer. Hydride transfer means H minus transfer from above. Above means this, carbonyl to other. Okay. Why I'm telling you this? Because now I want you to make the product of this reaction. This reaction is called self-Cannizzaro. This reaction is called self-Cannizzaro. Now I'm asking you to make the product of this reaction. Let me tell you, no alpha hydrogen, no alpha hydrogen. So tell me, now there are two carbonyl. One will be oxidized and one will be reduced. It is not like both will be oxidized and both will be reduced. No. Here, one will be oxidized and one will be reduced. Tell me where OH minus will attack. OH minus will attack on PHCHO or it will attack on HCHO? Think. Where OH minus will attack? On PHCHO or HCHO? Wherever OH minus will attack, that will get oxidized. Tell me where OH minus should attack.
On PHCHO.
Okay, tell me. Where delta plus is more? Which is more reactive? Tell me. Which is more reactive? Formaldehyde or benzaldehyde? We have discussed this already. Which one is more reactive?
Benzaldehyde.
Please go check the notes where I told you aldehydes are more reactive than ketone. And then also aromatic aldehyde are less reactive than aliphatic aldehyde. Aromatic aldehyde are less reactive than aliphatic aldehyde. Reason? See here. I hope you can see that this is your benzaldehyde. And this benzaldehyde is under resonance by this benzening, isn't it? Can you see? Benzaldehyde is having resonance from benzene ring, isn't it? So benzene ring is transferring electron to C double bond O. Transferring electron to C double bond O. Therefore, delta plus will reduce. Delta plus will reduce. That is why it is less reactive. So tell me now, OH minus will attack where?
Formaldehyde.
Yes, attacks on more reactive. Whatever is more reactive. I'm not saying formaldehyde. So OH minus will attack here. So this will oxidize to HCOO minus directly. So other one will be what? PHCH2OH. That's it. Product. Clear? We call it cross Cannizzaro. Cross Cannizzaro. Let me show you one more example. Then you will understand better. Let's say we have this. Sorry, I got disconnected. Okay, but on a very good time. Let me show you one more example. Now, tell me, which one will get oxidized, which one will get reduced? Think about this. Which one will be more reactive, first or second? Which one will be more reactive, first or second?
First one.
So that will convert into what? Acid. And second one will convert into alcohol. See this type of alcohol, it will get converted. Clear? Now let's see. This. Can you tell me what will happen here? Do you have alpha hydrogen? No. We have two C double bond O. Tell me which C double bond O will be more reactive? Or both will be same? Think and then answer. Which one will be more reactive? First or second? Come on, make it fast. Don't waste time. Which C double bond is more reactive or both are same?
Same, sir.
Same only. So do one thing now. Oxidize one, whatever you want, you can oxidize. Let's say I'm showing attack on first. So this C double bond O will be oxidized. This C double bond O will be oxidized. Now another C double bond O has to be reduced. Do I need some other molecule, or I have C double bond O in my molecule only? I don't require any C double bond O from outside, because now I have C double bond O inside my molecule only. So we call it intramolecular Cannizzaro. All right. This is intramolecular Cannizzaro. One more example let me give you about an intramolecular Cannizzaro. Let's see, can you do it? Yes. Again, you have two C double bond over here. So you don't need two molecules, you just need one. You just need one. But just let me know on which C double bond OH minus will attack. See, I have already checked, there is no alpha hydrogen. There is no alpha hydrogen. So just tell me fast. Which C double bond O will be oxidized, first or second? Tell me quickly. Which C double bond O will be oxidized, first or second? Whichever is more reactive will get oxidized. And let me tell you, this time these two are not same reactive. NO2 is there. So there must be some effect of NO2. Can you tell me? Make it fast, beta. GOC is there. Tell me which carb C double bond O has more plus on it? Delta plus 1 on delta plus 2. Tell me.
One, sir.
What?
One has more.
Why 1? Why 1? Why 1? Correct answer, but why?
NO2 is the electron withdrawing group.
So it's for second also, na? It's for second also. Then why you said it's for one only? Because NO2 is at para. And at para position, NO2 can apply minus M. On meta position, NO2 cannot apply minus M. Remember? So OH will attack here. OH will not attack on second. So eventually you are going to get this NO2 here, C double bond O minus, CH2OH like this. Clear? One got oxidized, one got reduced. I hope it is clear to us. This is also intramolecular. Cannizzaro. Okay, please complete it fast. So I hope these reactions are clear to you. Okay. Okay. Very good. Now next reaction that we will write is halogenation of carbonyl. These are not that important, but still they can be asked. Halogenation is exactly like your aldol. X2, if you will take OH minus, so this will be called halo form. I hope you remember. In halo form, what happens? We get CHX3. This portion gets converted into CHX3, and this portion gets converted into CH3, C double bond O minus. Please note this. This you already know. But this happened in basic medium. And if we want halogenation only, just halogenation, we don't want this halo form to be formed. We never perform this reaction in uh, basic medium. We perform this in acidic medium only, like this. We get this. And if we perform again, so we get this. That's it. Okay. This is halogenation of carbonyl. This is how we react it. And this alpha position will be halogenated. Alpha. Please write it fast. Okay. Next is benzoin condensation. Please check this. I'm forgetting about ISC board. Just please check whether benzoin condensation is there or not. If it is there, then study only. Otherwise, leave it. For although it's not that difficult, very easy it is. What is the reaction? We have aromatic aldehyde.
There for us.
Yes, it is there.
Yes, sir. It's that.
Yes. Okay. So we treat it with Cn minus, but alcoholic. Okay. It is alcoholic. So what is the result of this reaction? It is a coupling reaction. Coupling reaction means two molecules get clubbed. Two molecules get clubbed. Okay. One converts to C double bond O, one retains C double bond O, and other converts to CHOH. Okay. For example, let's say we have this PHCHO. We are treating it with KCN. Remember, alcoholic. As I said, it is coupling reaction. As I said, it is coupling reaction. So I place two molecules like this. Just see how I'm doing this. I place two molecules like this. Okay. Since I said coupling reaction, I did not write H here. See, I did not write H. Now what I will do, I will join them. And once I join them, I will get something like this. So one will retain C double bond O and other will convert into OH like this. This is the product. Please note this. Okay. This is how we make the product. All right. If you look at the Cannizzaro reaction, so what is happening here? If you look at this Cannizzaro, what happened? This C double bond O was converted into O minus. Can you guess where this H minus went? Where? Where this H minus go? This H minus went to this hydrogen. Oh, went to this carbonyl. This is what we call hydride transfer. This is what we call hydride transfer. If you remember this, next reaction will be very easy for you. Next reaction is benzylic acid rearrangement. Very similar reaction. See, we have this and we are treating it with OH minus. Now look at this reaction and look at this reaction. Just look at these. This reaction and this reaction. Are they similar? See, Instead of H, you have pH here. Just see. You have H here, and here you have both pH. Can you get the product? This time H will not migrate. Instead, pH will migrate like this. You know what will be the product? Just like intramolecular Canizaro. Just like that. But instead of H, you have pH like this. Please make the product. And then we add some amount of H plus here. It converts into this. This is what we called benzyl. This is what we call benzylic acid. Okay. Please note this. It is also important. Next reaction is Perkin reaction. Perkin reaction. Here in Perkin reaction, what we do, we treat our PHCHO with an anhydride like this. This is anhydride. What else we do? We take a salt of acid forming anhydride. We take a salt of acid forming anhydride. Now this anhydride is formed by CS3COH. This anhydride is formed by CS3COH. So we take a salt CS3COO minus here. We take a salt CS3COO minus. Okay. So it is just like aldol. Just like aldol. Exactly the same as aldol. No difference. Aldol, instead you should write cross aldol. Exactly like cross aldol. How? Let me show you. In aldol, how do I use to make the product? I used to hold gun like this on alpha hydrogen. Say this. I'm not telling you the mechanism, by the way. This is not mechanism at all. This is not mechanism at all. Like this product will be formed. And then we add here some amount of H plus. So we get pH, CH, double bond, CH, single bond, C double bond O, OH. We call it cinnamic acid. We call it cinnamic acid. Please note this. This can be asked in your board exam. Although this is not in the syllabus of JEE Main or NEET. But I remember it is in your ISC syllabus. I don't know whether I'm correct or not. I think it is there, na?
Yes, sir.
Just like cross aldol. One this will participate, one this will. You just do one thing, treat it with this, followed by H plus, directly make cinnamic acid. And final reaction of this chapter is Beckmann rearrangement. Beckmann rearrangement. What is that? Let's understand. For that purpose, I will require one, okay, I'm writing. I will require one oxime. Oxime will be treated with acid, whether it is Lewis or Bronsted, doesn't matter. I get amide, which will be substituted, of course. Which will be substituted. How? Let's understand. See, this is, oh, sorry. This is your oxime. And how do we prepare oxime? I have told you. This is your oxime. Okay. If we treat it with H2SO4 or P2O5 or BF3 or SOCl2 or SO3 or PCl5, whatever you want, Lewis acid or Bronsted acid, I don't care. Something like this happen. Let's see. This R dash will migrate here. What is R dash? R dash is anti of OH. R dash is anti of OH. Okay. It will migrate. R will not migrate. It won't, because it is on the same side of OH. Always the group which is on anti of OH that migrates. See what we will get. See, R, C, N, and now N will be connected with R dash. And this OH is gone. This OH is gone. It feels like, let me tell you what it feels like. It feels like that this OH has come here, although it feels like. It doesn't happen like that. It feels like they have exchanged their groups like this. Okay, see what we will get. R dash is now on H, R dash is now on N, and this OH will come here and it will tautomerize. It will further tautomerize. Although let me tell you, I'm telling you completely wrong. But I don't want to say the mechanism. So we will get this product. That's it. This is your amide, final product. Got it? Got it? R dash going to N and OH going back to C. Clear? This is how we make the product. Can you make the product here? Please, can you make the product here? This is first step. Secondly, we perform this water also. Actually, OH comes from water, but it feels like that OH is coming back. Yes, can you make the product? Final. Firstly, H2SO4. Secondly, water. Yes, product. I hope you can make it. Have you made it? Which will migrate? Tell me, CS3 or C2H5? Which will migrate? CS3 or C2H5? Onish?
Yes, sir.
Which one will migrate? CS3 or C2H5?
C2H5.
Yes, like this. And OH will come back here, like this. So we get CS3, C, OH, double bond, N, single bond, C2H5. Now it gets tautomerized. Tautomerize means H will come here, double bond will go there. You'll get C double bond O, NH, C2H5. That's it. Done. Okay. But suppose if I ask you this. Now what product you will make? Which one will migrate? Which one will migrate now? Can you guess? Now I did not give you how this OH is present. This OH can be like this and this OH can be like this also. I don't know. So I will consider both the case. Once I will show migration of H and I will show migration of pH as well, because I don't know what will actually happen. They did not tell me specifically. So one product I will get like this, and one product I will get like this. This is from H migration, and this is from pH migration. Clear? I hope this is clear to us. Okay. When they will
Yes, sir.
not show ki which OH is anti to lone pair or which OH is anti to H, do one thing, migrate both, because you'll get a mixture of that. I hope it's crystal clear to us. Okay. So this is the end of this aldehyde ketone chapter. This is the end of this aldehyde ketone chapter. And next chapter is as carboxylic acid and its derivatives, that we will discuss from the next one, because I don't have proper